Hello everybody, it's me, GhostCritic, and it's a dull and grey day here in the UK, so I'm hoping there's some comic book goodness to brighten up my day. I only had 5 books on my pull list this week, but I picked up one new issue that came out this week, and I'll tell you a bit more why, because I'm being kind of careful with picking up new books right now. So I'll explain a bit more why I picked up this particular title when we get to it. What has been going on? Well, Friday you saw what did you have? You had a comic book haul video. I was very naughty and bought some more back issues from my local comic book store, and I'm getting my way through them and loving them. Like I said in the video, I was really excited with, for some reason, for this particular haul, and I've been digging into them and enjoying the hell out of them. Isn't it what it's all about? Sunday, of course, I reviewed and gave you my thoughts and opinions on last week's comics. Thank you to all my loyal supporters who pop in every Sunday to watch that and to like the video and commenting on it. I always appreciate everyone that passes by. So don't forget, if you're new here and you want to not miss out on any of my videos, hit the subscribe button. There's a bell notification button there as well, which I don't often talk about, but apparently that will tell you when exactly a new video has been put up. And of course, don't forget, talk to me in the comments section. I generally do reply to everyone, so it'd be nice to hear from anybody new, how you found me, what you collect, what you'd like to see me do. Can't promise I'll do it, but it will give me food for thought, and you never know what might happen in the near future. Right, comics. Only one book from DC this week, and it is issue number 44. Sorry, everything's falling over. Issue number 44 of The Flash from Joshua Williamson, and the devastation of Central City. Yes, everything kind of at least got wrapped up for Grodd. He's now cured, but he no longer has access to that speed force, and he ain't happy. So to get his revenge, he's going to completely decimate Central City, the home of the Flash, and he is going to well, basically get his revenge, and we're going to find out how that transpires, if it does at all, in this issue. Always say, don't judge a book by its cover. 3 from Marvel, and my issue number 1 that I picked up, the extra one, comes from Marvel. Bit of a clue. We have issue 25 of X-Men Blue. Being a bit naughty, I don't know what that's about, but we'll find out. It says the new X-Men Blue. I've got to say, I really hate that cover. If you want to take a closer look at it, I will be posting it up on my Twitter feed at GhostCritic later on, after this video has been uploaded. But I'm surprised because it is by the interior artist George Molina. It's nothing like the inside. This is kind of Greg Land photoshopped drawing from, it's just awful. It looks terrible. I didn't notice until I actually got home, but I should have realised issue 25, those anniversary issues. For some reason 25 is a big number. It's certainly in the Marvel universe. So this is a slightly thicker book. Of course, the price has gone up from $3.99 to $4.99, so I'm expecting some sort of backup story in here as well, which apparently there is. You have regular artist on the Cry Havoc storyline, George Molina, and then artist Mike Perkins on the backup story, so interesting. I feel like Doctor Strange, I don't know whether it should have been out last week, because it kind of goes Damnation, Doctor Strange, Damnation, Doctor Strange, and I feel like this should have been out last week. I don't know. But this is great. I love Johnny Cates on Doctor Strange, and I love what he's doing with this Damnation storyline, because basically what you have is obviously the big main event in the mini-series, and you almost get a kind of behind the scenes action in this, and it works so well. The big payoff, yes, is in the mini-series, the Damnation mini-series, and Doctor Strange kind of almost goes back a little bit. You would expect this to come first, and for the big event book to come next, but I actually like the way they've done this. Still, I think the story is fantastic. I've never been a huge fan of Henriksen on this book, but I am warming to it. I think he does some great kind of double splash pages. It's very gritty, it's very dark, and it does kind of suit especially this particular storyline, so I'm giving him a pass. Right. That new number 1, which I haven't put on my pull list. I'm going to have a look at it because I've got issues. Let's just go on with it. It's Exiles, issue number 1 from Saladin Ahmed. It has got artist Javier Rodriguez, Jordi Belair colouring it. Now, I have a very kind of loving connection to the series that came out. I think it was like the early 2000s, and I loved it. I think it's late 90s, early 2000s, and I love the title. I like the kind of reimagining of Marvel storylines with Marvel heroes that have been plucked out from different multiverses, and having to work together to kind of fix certain points in time, and you know, if they were successful after so many missions, they get sent back home to their actual universe. That was great. I love it. I'm expecting that kind of thing, I guess, here. My only problem, my only issue with this is I am fine with the book, and it was the same with Exiles, taking well-established characters that you know from the regular Marvel 616 universe and giving them a little twist. Maybe the way they act, maybe somebody that was a villain in our universe is actually a good guy in another universe, or just purely, you know, they got a different costume. I'm fine with all that. But this inclusion, the little kind of very cartoony Wolverine, I don't know if it's kind of a Wolvie baby, step too far for me. Step too far. It looks strange. It doesn't look right. From this team, I can see there's a Rogue there. There's some sort of Iron Man perhaps there. Obviously Blink, who's always kind of been an integral part of the Exiles book. Whoever that is, Wolverine baby, cartoon baby, for all ages Wolverine, I don't know. And I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is in this corner. I'm sure I can find out once I've read the book and it'll all be revealed. But I'm going to give it a go. I don't know whether this will make my list or not. It would have to be darn good. Finally, kicking off 2 books from Image, from 2 great creative teams over at Image. We have Deadly Class, issue number 33. Issue 32 was fantastic. Even if purely for the art alone, it was just a joy to behold. The kind of like the big fight smackdown to end all fight smackdowns happened in issue 32. Even if you don't even read Deadly Class, I'd recommend you pick up that issue and just see what comic books can do, because it was amazing. This, who knows what will be happening, whether we will carry on with that fight, because it was by no means over. as all the kind of groups that we've seen within this run of Deadly Class are all kind of converging, and someone's got to come out on top, someone's got to die. Let's find out who it is. And finally, it was my pick of the week with issue 1. Another fantastic team coming back together again. Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino and Dave Stewart. Libyan Vault number 2. A very, very atmospheric book dealing, there's a kind of supernatural edge to this. It's certainly a horror book. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of psychological edge to it. The artwork by Andrea Sorrentino, beautiful as always, very imaginative paneling, which I'm sure Jeff Lemire is having a little bit of a hand in, because we've seen him playing with panels before in, if anyone remembers reading Trillium over at Vertigo, where he kept kind of switching the panels round and upside down and on their side. There's a bit of it here, but it isn't as, well, I didn't find it, but a lot of people found it a little bit, I guess, disconcerting, and became more of a gimmick for Trillium than the initial concept and idea, I'm guessing. But I loved it, and I really, really, really enjoyed the first issue of this. So high hopes for this. It's been a long time since Jeff Lemire has led me down the wrong path, so I have no doubt that this will work out. We'll have a great time again. And then my books this week. Don't forget to let me know what you've been picking up down below in the comment section. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care. Bye bye.